Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In previous session, the student have learned about the different types of qualitative research and the different data gathering tools used in qualitative research and sampling techniques used in qualitative research. In today's session, the student will learn about the qualitative data analysis. So at the end of this lecture, the participant will be able to define important terms related to data analysis, to describe the common data analysis used in qualitative research, and to identify the purpose of data analysis, and they will be able to understand the process of qualitative data analysis. So first we would like to know about the data analysis. That what is data analysis? It is a process of organizing, inspecting, cleaning, transforming, and modeling data with the aim to discover useful information, suggest conclusion, and support decision making. We can also define the data analysis process, that it is working with the data, organizing it, breaking it into manageable units, synthesizing it, searching for patterns, discovering what is important and what is to be learned, and deciding what you will tell others. So first we would like to know about that what is data analysis. Data analysis is the process of organizing, inspecting, cleaning, transforming, and modeling data with the aim to discover useful information that suggests conclusions and support decision making. Another definition of data analysis, that this process is working with data, organizing it, breaking it into manageable unit, synthesizing it, searching for patterns, discovering what is important and what is to be learned, and deciding what you will tell others. So there is two types of data analysis: quantitative data analysis and qualitative data analysis. Quantitative data analysis refers to the systematic investigation of a phenomena by statistical, mathematical, or numerical data. Quantitative data analysis provides quantifiable and easy to understand results using statistical tools and methods. On the other hand, qualitative data analysis investigates complex phenomena that are difficult or impossible to measure mathematically, such as beliefs, meanings, emotions, and experiences. So we can differentiate both of the data analysis, that what is a qualitative data analysis and what is quantitative data analysis. These are the common terms used in qualitative data analysis. Theory. Theory is a set of interrelated concepts, definitions, and propositions that present a systematic view of events or situations by specifying relations among variables. Themes are categorical ideas that emerged from grouping of lower level data points. Then coding is the process of attaching label to lines of text so that the researcher can group and compare similar or related pieces of information. Then coding sort are a compilation of similarly coded blocks of text from different sources into the single file or report. And in the last, indexing is the process that generates a word list comprising all the substantive words and their location within the text entered into program. There are different methods used to analyze qualitative data. Widely used methods are content analysis, narrative analysis, discourse analysis, grounded theory, and thematic analysis. This slide shows a brief explanations of the methods for data analysis in qualitative research. So every researcher should understand the methods that are suitable for their study and adapt them. So content analysis is the procedure for the categorical of verbal or behavioral data for the purpose of classification, summarization, and tabulation. Content analysis can be done on two levels: descriptive, descriptive level and interpretative level. And descriptive level, the researcher asks what is the data, and interpretative level, the researcher asks from the data what was mean by the data. The other type of qualitative research data analysis is narrative analysis. Narratives are transcript experiences. Every interview observation has narrative aspect. The researcher has to sort out and reflect on them, enhance them, and present them in a revised shape to the reader. The core activity in narrative analysis is to formulate stories presented by people in different contexts and based on their different experiences. The other type of qualitative data analysis is discourse analysis. This is a method of analyzing a naturally occurring talk, spoken interaction, and all types of written text. It focuses on how people express themselves verbally in their everyday social life. And the other type of qualitative data analysis is um, thematic analysis. Thematic analysis, it is a method for identifying and analyzing patterns, themes in the data by means of thematic codes. The last data analysis type, which are mostly used in qualitative research, is grounded theory. Grounded theory start with an examination of a single case from a predefined population in order to formulate a general statement, concept, or hypothesis about population. Afterwards, the analyst examines another case to see whether the hypothesis fits the statement. If it does, a further case is selected, but if it doesn't fit, there are two options. Either the statement is changed to fit both cases, or the definition of the population is changed in such a way that the case is no longer a member of the newly defined population. Then in other case is selected and the process continue. So these are the different types of qualitative data analysis. So as we discussed in the previous slide about the qualitative data analysis, that it is a systematic process of searching, arranging, and organizing the interview, transcripts, observation notes, or other non-textual materials that the investigator gathered to increase the understanding of the phenomena. So the main goal of the qualitative data analysis is to reduce or condense the data into a manageable manner by identifying significant patterns and finally drawing meaning from data and subsequently um, building a logical chain of evidence. This slide shows the difference between qualitative research methods. Ethnographic studies focus on context or culture. The researcher used for data collection, observation, and interviews, and for data analysis, thematic analysis is used. A narrative method, the focus is on individual experiences and sequence. Uh, for data collection, the researcher used interview stories from individuals and documents, and narrative analysis are used for data analysis. And phenomenology, the researcher focus on people who have experienced a phenomenon. For data collection, interviews, focus group, and discussion are used, and thematic analysis is used for data analysis. In grounded theory, the focus is on develop a theory from grounded in field data. For data collection, the researcher used interviews, then open and Excel coding, and for data analysis, grounded theory are grounded theory is performed. In case study, uh, the focus is on organization, individual or event. The data collection is made by interviews, documents, reports, observation, and thematic analysis is performed for data analysis. There are 5 steps take place in qualitative data analysis. Step 1, organize the data. Step 2, identify framework. Step 3, sort data into framework. And step 4, the researcher used the framework for descriptive analysis. And step 5, second order analysis. In the first step, the researcher get familiar with the data. Explore the data by reading through all of information to obtain a general sense of the information. It is essential to get familiar with the data. Transcribe the verbal data as it is very important. Reading data again and again is what will give a brief knowledge of the data. Before going on to the coding part, it is very important to actively read through full data at least once. This stage is all about making notes on the initial idea that the researcher have in their mind. And the second step is you have familiar with the data. So now you can start on with initial coding for your data. Coding can be either done manually or by using a software program like NVivo or Atlas TI. For manual coding, you can use any of the thing like a highlighter or color pen. There are 3 types of coding: open coding, Excel coding, and selective coding. Well, now in step 3, you must be having many codes with you. This stage is based on the broader level of themes and includes sorting the different codes into useful themes. To make it interesting, you can use visual like mind maps, tables, etc. These are to sort your code. Themes are made up of different codes. Some code may form themes or sub-themes, and then other code may be discarded. At the end of this stage, you should be having a collection of themes and sub-themes. And step 4, review the themes. Now this stage will have 2 levels. Review at the level of the coded data. Reread all your data that fit into all your theme. It is to ensure that all your data fits accordingly. If it doesn't work, uh, if it doesn't work, then you need to give attention as your team might not be okay and you need to rearrange your data. And the second level is review at the level of the theme. Here you need a thematic map to visualize the relationship between your theme. You need to watch whether the themes show the meaning of your data as a whole. Keep checking till you get a satisfactory thematic map of your data. In step 5, you define and name your themes. Here you will have an overall data. Analyze each theme and what they predict. Just check whether the theme fit into your overall data or not. After a brief analysis of themes, now you have to produce a final thematic map. You should be able to configure each theme into few sentences to describe it. In step 6, you have to produce the report. This is hence the final stage, as the name itself says. It includes final write-up and report. Your report should be concise, non-repetitive, coherent, and interesting. Use examples to support your themes. This is the last step, and hence now you will get your report. This slide shows an overview of qualitative data analysis process. In qualitative data analysis process, the researcher collect the data and perform the coding process simultaneously. This slide shows an example of qualitative data analysis process of coding. This is a thematic analysis model, and this slide shows the overall qualitative data analysis model. This slide shows the main characteristics of thematic and qualitative content analysis in the continuum of qualitative methodology.